Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to the news. I am your host, Melt the White. That's right, we've upgraded our costume. We are no longer Melt the Red and Gray. We are now Melt the White and Gray because our other hat didn't work. Anyway, today on the news, wow, we are talking the off-season, Satalia, Patreon, our new episode series. We have a new series coming on because of all the patron support. More on that later. Sky Kingdoms is in its playoff series. I'll talk about that for a brief minute. I know there's not a lot of Sky Kingdoms players, but it is interesting what's going on in Sky Kingdoms. For you Ark of War players that want to know more about behind the scenes of Seven Pirates, Sky Kingdoms is telling us a lot. I'll touch that in a minute. And then also the off-season. It's been a boring week here on Ark of War. I say boring, but man, it's the last 6 weeks have been pretty hardcore. Every day getting prepped for galactic battles. The live streams are crazy long. Shout out to ZGL's Deranged. Amazing co-host. We need to get him a YouTube channel. He's got a lot to talk about. Get this guy on YouTube, guys. Anyway, the off-season mostly showed us a huge downswing in community activity. For those of you that don't really follow the community. Line chats in general, messages were down about 200% over the last 10 days. So I'm accustomed to seeing about 1,000 messages a day, and you can imagine it was about 300 to 400 a day. So that was interesting. A lot of people taking it easy, taking the week off. I'm not worried about that. That's pretty normal. Players do quit in the off season, but it gives us time to relax and not worry too much. But what was interesting about the off season is the Geist Stone, the 4th gemstone for your level, the 4th gemstone. Everyone knows what the 4th gemstone is. This one, if you get all 100 of the Spirit Stone, no, it's the Geist Stone. Actually went for 60,000 mobilization points last weekend. Normally it's like 250 to 500,000 gold to get that stone every weekend, but because a lot of the higher end players already have it and that there was an off week, it was as low as 60,000. Normally 61, 62. So shout out to Chupa. He has been amazing for the last, God, I don't even know, almost a year, maybe a year now. He's been putting out the mobilization event reports every week. He collects all the information, posts them in the line group so everyone knows going into the mobilization weekend what everything went for last week, so they know what and how much to bid based on what it kind of went for last week. So shout out to him. He's amazing. He's an amazing community member. Thank you for what you do. Satalia is officially announced. So the Galactic Battle Season 8 is beginning this week, and the reward for just getting in the top 32 is going to be Satalia A-Class. So if you're 81 and below, you don't get Satalia, but 65th or 1 through 80th get an A-Class Satalia, all 9 tokens. So you get a right to S-Class, straight to S-Class. Anyone from 81 and lower doesn't even get the A-Class token. What's interesting about Satalia, and I don't want to go too much about it, we know she's going to be important. We know she's going to shift the meta a little bit, but we see her as a prize 81 days from now. That doesn't mean we're not going to get an opportunity for 3 months to get her. They did this with Moonshadow. Moonshadow came out. She was a Release 10 Commander event one time. And then she became a prize for season 4 or 5, whatever. But you were able to get Moonshadow early, so there's a good chance we'll get Satalia early. I'm not too sure about that because they're giving us all 9. We'll see. Next segment, we have a new series, Pimp My Ark. You ask and you shall receive. For those of you that don't know, we have a $5 paid promoters club through YouTube. You get special perks via live streams. You get special emojis. You get your own name and special chat. You also get access to community-only private messages I put out regarding mostly community stuff. Listen, if you're not a paid promoter of the channel from YouTube or on Patreon, I'm not going to block you from getting the access to the content that everyone comes here to get. But if you want to support the channel financially so that I can get more money to recuperate the money I put in and invest it in new projects, those options are now available. They weren't available a year ago. Now we have vessels. If you want to do $5 on YouTube, you can do it. If you want to join Patreon for $15 a month, there's a we're still in pre-release. We haven't launched Patreon. We're not going to do that for a couple of more weeks, but we do officially have our Founders Club mugs. So if you sign up for Patreon, your benefits and stuff, what is it? You get like a special perk emoji in the Melt Gotta See the subreddit. You get the Founders Club mug. You get early access to all the videos like this, but you would get them the day I film them, and then you just get to watch them come out of the pipeline. Everything I film, obviously, is produced early. I post it so that any paid promoters can get early access to it. And that's just one of the perks of helping support this channel. So thanks to all the paid promoters of the channel. You guys are making this doable. You're making it possible for me to make a new series. So the Pimp My Arc series is coming out. I think what we're doing, like I said, this is a really natural, organic channel. We don't really force a direction. We kind of know where we want to go, and that's Arc of War, relevant, educational, and kind of good nature, wholesome community growth. That's kind of the direction of the channel. That's what I like. That's what I want to keep doing. Keep it light. Keep it a little fun. Don't take yourself too serious. And the Pimp My Arc series is going to kind of do that. We're going to jump into community member arcs, smaller arcs, and kind of just jump into them and say, okay, this is what you're doing right. This is what you're doing wrong. Maybe we'll make fun of them. I don't know. We're going to kind of feel it out and see what happens. So I'm excited to have that coming out. It is going to be the best production we've ever done on this channel. I have some new intros, a new soundtrack. We'll see. No guarantees. The quality, hey, listen, you don't watch this channel for great quality videos, okay? We're getting better, but let's keep our expectations low. I'm all about low expectations. Okay, let's talk Sky Kingdoms. Sky Kingdoms is Arc of War, but cartoony. They have changed it over the years. Whoops. It's basically the same game, except it's more zoomed in, and you have multiple resource collectors, and everything's more cartoony. I'm not going to go into that. If you're interested in Sky Kingdoms, you can learn more about it by videos on the channel. But it's basically the same game. Same commanders with different names. Infantry, airship, walker. And they're in their, what is it called? Season 3? What are we on? Season 2? Okay, yeah. We're on Season 3 of the Galactic Battle. Same as Arc of War Galactic Battle. But something interesting happened in Sky Kingdoms. It didn't get popular. It did for a minute. They advertised it. They pushed it. They're still doing, events just like Arc of War. They're rolling them out at around the same time, same style of events. But look at this. Arc of War was so popular that it was making a new server every day almost. Sky Kingdoms has gotten so little participation over the last 6 months. We are down to 8 servers. Arc of War at this time has at least 80 to 90 servers. They get like 10, they merge them. Get 10, merge them. Sky Kingdoms is down to 8. So, very interested to see what they do with Sky Kingdoms. It is an ever-evolving and changing game. They recently redid the skins. The meta on the game hasn't really changed much. It's definitely following the Arc of War path. The gear is almost identical. I want to say it's identical, but it's actually not. There is a few pieces of gear that's only available in this game. And it's interesting because I want to know, we thought we'd be able to see like different things happening in this game that were going to relate to Arc of War, and we did, but now we're kind of seeing this shift where it's kind of becoming its own thing. Anyway, I don't want to dig too much into that. If anything interesting developed comes of it, I will let you know. But we are in the, Season 4 playoffs now. My guild's in it as well, so we're going to be having fun doing that. And maybe I'll do a live stream for that. I don't know. We'll see. It's I'm not even tier 9 on this yet, so... Season 3, excuse me. So I don't know how interesting that's even going to be for us. We're going to get stomped by anyone who is advanced troops. Okay, let's get back to one more thing about Arc War, then we'll tidy this news section up. So welcome back, everyone that took off the off-season. I've been getting asked a lot. Players have been saying, Melt, how do you have such that cool ship, that cool user interface, that cool background? A lot of people are still using the old Arc screen. All you have to do is go to Options, and then choose this down here, bottom left. If you don't have this option, do you want to switch to the planet exploration theme? Yes. If you don't have that option, that means your game is not up to date. So you can play the game with an old APK, but you are missing some of the features, nothing that is relevant to server-side data. So if you want, and you want to go back to this, or you want to switch over to that, just download, go to the App Store, whatever App Store you use, or if you're on PC, you can go to apkpure.com, or just search AOW, or Arc of War APK and on Google, and you'll find it. If you're on a mobile device, download it from the App Store. If you're on a PC, download it from APK Pure. That's how you do that. So, yeah. I guess I should probably show the mug off since I've been putting it in the video. This is the mug. It holds 15 ounces. It's reversed because my camera's reversed. But it says Melt Founders Club. Are you joking me? Well, it's black on the inside. Very nice. Black finish. Very well done, you could tell. It's got a nice feel to it. I got a pretty big hand, and it fits just nicely in there. And then let's change our camera real quick. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it. Not bad looking, right? Pretty snazzy looking. That's the whole image. Remember, these are not for sale. These are gifts for patrons only. I think that protects me from licensing issues. But how cool is that? No, the mugs are not for sale. The only way to get the mugs is to join the Patreon. I'm sorry, but like I said, I can't sell them. So there you go.